If you're a copywriter making under 10K a month in 2026, or God forbid, still don't have a single paying client, watch this before you send another outreach message or buy another course. Because if you can already write decent copy, but you're still broke, underpaid, or stuck in feast and famine, your problem isn't your copy skills. It's your client engine. And in the next few minutes, wait, is this a fucking VSL? Absolutely, it's a VSL. I'm gonna sell the shit out of you and you're gonna love every second. I'll even point out exactly when I do it so you can swipe it later. Deal? Amazing, back to it. I'm gonna show you a different way to run a copywriting business. One that leverages powerful AI, gets clients reaching out to you first, and can realistically add 5 to 10K a month to your income in the next 10 weeks. So if you're tired of getting ghosted on cold outreach, sick of lowball clients that pay in monopoly money, or stuck in feast and famine even though you can write, then listen up, because over the last few years, Ray went from immigrant who'd never even heard the word copywriting to making 10K in his first 30 days as an email copywriter. Akil went from overworked, stressed out freelancer to making 32K a month working 6 hours a week. You heard that right. And Logan, who went from literally homeless in the middle of a Canadian winter to making 6 figures in 6 months. You can read the Daily Mail article here if you don't believe me. None of these guys had huge portfolios, crazy copy skills, or fancy connections. What they had was a client engine that works. Here's the promise in plain English. Over the next 10 weeks, I'm going to work with a small handful of ambitious copywriters to land your first or next 2 to 3 high-paying clients and build a 5 to 10K a month AI copywriting business you can realistically run in 1 to 2 hours a day. Without grinding on job boards, spamming 200 cold DMs a day, or pretending that if you keep buying courses, clients are going to magically fall into your lap. Spoiler alert, they won't. And if you follow the plan and you don't make at least $5,000 in new income in the next 90 days, my team and I will keep working with you every week until you do. So you either make money or you make money. Pretty good odds. Now, if that's all you need to hear, there's a short application under this video. Scroll down and fill it out if you want first dibs. For everyone else, I'll show you exactly why the old ways of getting clients are dead and the new client getting engine that actually works in 2026. Because let me guess, you've watched dozens of YouTube videos on copywriting, bought a few courses, maybe even joined a Discord challenge or bootcamp run by someone who became a guru 3 months after writing his first email. The problem is the model you've been given. Like spray and pray cold outreach, blast everyone and hope someone bites. Competing on job boards with 100 other hungry writers willing to work for $50. Or waiting for referrals from the tiny handful of clients you have or don't have. On top of that, you got AI headlines screaming copywriting is dead and dozens of CopyPro programs blasting out thousands of noobs who murder every good client's inbox with cringy outreach templates. I see the messages you guys are sending. They're horrifying. The reason you can't land the clients you want is because you've been given a broken model. You're trying to get married on the first date by pitching retainers in message 1. Here's some basic maths that clearly none of these gurus have taught you. At any given time, in any given market, only about 3% of businesses are actively looking to buy, which in this case means looking to hire a copywriter. So if you spray the whole market, even if your message is perfect, unlikely, your maximum reply rate is 3%. And that's before we consider that 96% of businesses make under $1 million a year. So most people you're reaching out to are broke, not spending on ads, and don't even value good copy. So you think, I must suck, AI is better, the market is saturated. No, your targeting sucks. You're talking to 100% when barely 10% are financially qualified and only 3% are even looking to hire. It's not even your fault. You've been sold a lie. Quick 20-second credibility flex if you've never heard of me, so you know I'm not pulling shit out of my ass here. My name is Sean Ferres. I'm the founder of the Copy Millions Blueprint. I've used copy to generate over $6 million online as my side hustle while pursuing a full-time music career. I've been featured in Forbes, Entrepreneur, the Daily Mail. My team has written copy and built funnels for Grant Cardone, Ty Lopez, Featured, BioTrust, and a bunch of 9-figure brands. More importantly, we've helped over 800 copywriters make money, 83 hit 6 figures a year, and a handful hit $1 million a year. We've helped our students land industry giants like Tony Robbins, Alex Hormozi, Dan Kennedy, Dan Martell, and Russell Brunson as clients, plus a ton of normal 7- and 8-figure businesses that gladly pay 2 to 3K a month for simple emails and ads. I'm not special. I just spent 7 years beating my head against the one problem that no one else was willing to solve: landing high-paying copywriting clients consistently. And in case you're not picking up what I'm putting down, the big shift came from when we stopped chasing everyone and built a system to only talk to the 3% who are already bleeding and can afford to pay. Here's exactly how my reverse outreach system works. You might want to write this down. Step 1, we only target serious businesses, and by that I mean businesses running ads. Why? Because they have money, they're serious about growth, and they're collecting and sending emails. They tick all the boxes. Step 2, we send them a foot in the door attraction offer. Rather than guessing if they need a copywriter or not, we let the Gmail sorting hat do its thing, look at the business's emails landing in our inbox, and find obvious problems. For example, if their emails are landing in spam or promo, we know they have a bleeding neck problem because they're paying for ads to drive people to emails that hardly anyone sees. Do you think that's a problem business owners are going to want fixed quickly? Can you see how this is a little more strategic than blasting cold DMs at anyone with a pulse? Was that another rhetorical question? That's why our students consistently see 5 to 10% positive reply rates, not 0.5%. After that, step 3, close and ascend. From there, we sell a simple fix to their bleeding neck problem for $1,000 to $3,000. You don't even need a call to do this. You just send them a 2-page Google Doc with a pitch. They're already in pain. They go, yep, sounds good. Go fix it for me. Here's my login. So if you're a natural introvert like me, you don't need to sweat bullets about doing sales calls. You're welcome. You fix the bleeding neck problem, then you upsell your new client into a 2 to 3K a month retainer for ongoing emails or ads. The take rate is very high because you've already got them a result, so they trust you. That's the reverse outreach system in a nutshell. We even built an AI called Inbox Hunter that scrapes the top 5% of businesses, the ones running ads, signs up for their list, and delivers their emails straight into your inbox. So literally all you have to do is just hit reply and send them your pitch. It's easier than shooting fish in a barrel. I've never actually tried that because guns are super illegal in Australia, but I imagine it's pretty easy. Speaking of AI, if you're still wigging out that AI is going to replace copywriters, it's been over 3 years since ChatGPT and all its cousins exploded. If AI was going to replace copywriters, it would have happened already. But I'm still here, and so are you. And in 3 years, I haven't had a single student tell me they got fired because a client decided to use ChatGPT instead. What actually happened is this. Copywriters who ignored AI are getting crushed. Copywriters who leverage AI are killing it. And don't worry, we built an AI for the writing part too. It's called CMB CopyPro. It's trained on over $300 million of winning campaigns, plus 50K of A-list copy courses we fed into it. Inbox Hunter also took months and cost thousands to build. You're not competing with ChatGPT. You're competing with copywriters using tools like these that prospect for quality clients automatically, do 80% of the grunt work, and free you up to do the 20% that actually gets you paid. Or maybe like go outside, I don't know. That's how we have people like Akil making $32K a month working 6 hours a week, 1 hour per week per client with AI. And I know you little biz up gremlins are gonna hear that and wet your pants, so let me be extremely clear. Our system is not for lazy dreamers who want 10K in 10 minutes doing nothing, biz up tourists who are gonna off and try dropshipping next week, anyone who can't speak English at a basic conversational level, or anyone who hears you have to send messages and write copy and thinks that sounds like too much work. If that's you, please close this tab and enjoy the next 40 years at that job. This isn't for you. This is for you though, if you're a copywriter making anywhere from 0 to 10K a month, and you're done tolerating being underpaid or stuck in feast and famine, you're coachable and you can commit 10 to 12 hours a week for the next 10 weeks. You want to be in a serious group of people who are actually executing and winning, not lurking and complaining the market is too saturated. We spent 7 years building the culture of this group. We are very protective of it, and we reject around 2 out of 3 applications to keep the group quality high. Everyone accepted has skin in the game. Everyone's required to share what's working for them, and the rule is you give as much as you take. So I'm not exaggerating when I say you'll learn even more from the people in the community than you will from me. You'll be in the same group as all the 6-figure success stories I mentioned earlier, and people like Andrew, who went from near 0 to landing 4 clients in a month with reverse outreach, now does over 30K a month. Chani, who used reverse outreach to land 8 clients and add 10K to her income in a single month. Yes, we have plenty of women too. And we have higher level guys like Sam, who came in at 15K a month as a copywriter, and after changing his model, he got paid 49K in commissions from 1 client last month. Not a bad way to start the year. Now, am I saying you're gonna come in here and next month be sending your client an invoice for 49K? Absolutely the not. I have no idea who you are and if you're actually gonna apply anything we teach or just sit on your ass. But I will say, this system can dramatically change a copywriter's income if they actually implement it. Now I have over 900 more screenshots like these in my phone that prove that. So if you're still watching and feel like this could be exactly what you need, I'd like to invite you to join the 2026 Copywriter Breakthrough Challenge. It's a 10-week live implementation program where we build your reverse outreach AI system, help you land your first or next 1 to 3 high-paying clients, and lock in a consistent 5 to 10K a month income from copy. Here's what you get if you're accepted into the group. This is the part where I sell you stuff. You'll get a step-by-step 10-week plan for outreach, offers, and delivery, weekly Q&A calls with me, copy review calls with 2 A-listers who will personally review your copy, and sales coaching calls to review your conversations and help you close deals. All at different days and times, so at least one will fit your schedule. Because unlike these American programs, we understand there are humans in other countries too. And that's on top of the fast feedback WhatsApp group where you get help when you need it, the CMB CopyPro and Inbox Hunter AI so you're not trying to duct tape this all together yourself, and lifetime access to the core training, templates, scripts, and prompts, plus regular ongoing updates as we improve the system. And again, if you follow the steps, do the work, and in 90 days you haven't made at least $5,000 in new income, we keep coaching you every week for free until you do. Now, obviously, this is not some $500 course. We get serious results for serious people, so there's a serious investment. If the idea of investing a few thousand to build a 5 to 10K a month income engine offends you, this isn't for you. But if you can see that landing just one single client on a 2K a month retainer would pay for the entire program within a couple months, then you're the type of person we want in here. On the call, we'll go through the exact numbers and funding options. If it doesn't make financial sense for you, we'll tell you. And if you're interested, here's what to do next. Fill out the short 2-minute application under this video. Please be honest so we can point you in the right direction. If your application is successful, you'll see the opportunity to book in a time for a game plan call. On the call, we'll map out how the system would look for you, your niche, your offer, your numbers. If we're not confident we can get you to that 5 to 10K a month floor, we'll tell you politely it's not a good fit. And if we are confident, we'll invite you into the challenge. Fast forward a few months. Option A, you're still doom scrolling forums about how saturated copywriting is, sending the occasional cold DM and wondering why your income hasn't increased in months. Or option B, you've got a handful of serious clients, a system that feeds you new ones, and you finally feel like a professional, not an aspiring freelancer. Now, I'm not going to sit here and hard sell you or babysit you. You're a copywriter. You already know that indecision is a decision. So if you've listened this far and something in you knows that this is the right next step, hit that application button below and let's see if it's a fit. Worst case, you get clarity and a plan. Best case, you stop winging it, start running a real freelance copywriting business, and we get to welcome you into the 6-figure Hall of Fame. Your move. We'll see you on the call.